What's going on, y'all? It's King Mally speaking again. Original Gods Worldwide, the brand, as y'all know. But I was just thinking, probably like a couple minutes ago, it just made me want to get on here and speak my mind, man. It's just like, why don't black people know how to stay on code? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, when I be talking to these people, like in these customer service positions, people that work for these different companies and work for work as customer service reps, black women and black men. It's like when they work in the customer service field and they get to communicating and stuff like that, it's like once they know a black person is speaking like a black man or a black woman is speaking, it's like not all of them, but some of them that work in the field, it's like they have a notion of finding themselves to be disrespectful or finding themselves not even disrespectful, but finding themselves to be vulgar or over aggressive. You know what I mean? And it's like when you talk to these people on the phone, it's like you can't even, you know, um, convey the message you want to convey or request the services you want to request because these people be in these customer service positions be speaking negative and don't know how to speak with purity, especially when they speaking with their own people. You know what I mean? I just never understood like how when they in them customer service positions, they don't know how to, communicate with you, especially if you a black man or a black woman, receiving the help, or calling in, asking questions. But it's like when I talk to another ethnic group, or they might be Indian, or they might be white, or Puerto Rican, or Mexican, or whatever these other demographics of people, it's like I get my message across to them so effortlessly and so fluently. They get my point and they, willing to help me. But when I talk to black men and black women in these customer service positions, it'd be like, it ain't no grace, man. It ain't no grace. Like I understand, the byproduct of that is the trauma we've been through and stuff like that with like racism we've been through in America, grow up in bad, childhood. We had bad childhoods. We carry a lot of childhood trauma and things of that nature. But it's like that shouldn't, and what you understand in the fact that we've been through so much as a people. We've been through traumatic situations. We've been through racism. We've been through civil rights area. We've been through Jim Crow and all that stuff. Been misidentified as a people year in and year out, stuff like that. Like you would think that that would make black men and black women be more understanding of each other and find ways to get along rather than find ways to go to war with each other verbally or, attack each other or just be over aggressive with each other in the business field. And I think that's why like a lot of black people, it's hard for a lot of black people to do business with each other. Not necessarily because one reason is because some of us don't have the knowledge of business, but for two, the main reason is we don't have a proper value system. We don't know how to look at each other the right way. We don't know how to get along. I think that's the main thing is finding ways to get along. They think it's about the business practice itself or real estate. They think it's about the job or they think it's about a corporate entity. But in our actuality, the people make up the corporate entity. So you got to know how to get along with your fellow black men and black women to be the change and make the change you want to see so we can push the culture forward. You got these people that sit up here on Sodnetter TV. Like, I've learned a lot from Sodnetter TV. This ain't no disrespect to Sodnetter TV YouTube channel because I learned a lot, from them debates. But it's like we don't get nowhere debating with each other, arguing with each other, going back and forth with each other, talking about who has the most knowledge, who has the less knowledge, things like that. Don't get me wrong. When you having a discussion, it's important to bring up factual information. But if you talking to someone that that isn't more like intellectual than you or don't have more facts than you, don't be condescending towards them. Don't be looking down towards them. You got to be giving them knowledge so you can bring them up to your level so y'all can build. Y'all be, a lot of black people be egotistical, and it's like, how you gonna be egotistical when you ain't even got shit? Like, you know what I mean? This is a culture. It's like we really ain't, when it comes to material possessions and things of that nature. We got a lot of material possessions, but it's like in all actuality, we don't control a lot of things. You know what I mean? So it'd be like we should be making way to get along, and building with each other in a simple way, in a more genuine way than how America has taught us how we should get along and how we should build. You know what I mean? Like, with the movies, TV, the media, it's all, propaganda for us to perceive the world the wrong way. So it's up to us to create our own narrative on how we gonna view each other. A lot of people like to talk about, set their channels up and talk about business and talk about things of that nature. But in order for us to really make a change, we gotta get along on an interpersonal level, on a spiritual level, on a more deep level. And from that spiritual level, and once we're able to get along on an interpersonal level, we can um we can build in other aspects of life. You know what I mean? Yes, it's about you gotta have the knowledge of the business. You gotta have know how customer service is. You gotta know how to market. You gotta know all these different things in regards to building a business the correct way. But in order for us to build infrastructure, like actual buildings, not just online e-commerce or not just selling online digital products, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about actual infrastructure. We got to make way to be patient with each other and be able to get along. And when we be patient with each other and we're able to get along, that's where we can build something substantial and sustainable with each other. You know what I mean? And yeah, it just dawned on me, man, like, like how a lot of black people just be freelancing out here. Like we be freelancing, moving around, We don't stop to communicate with each other, stop to check each other pulse. We just be moving. We be busy. Everybody got their own personal life to live, but it's like if you can make way to make another black person's day by saying hi or showing them love or speaking to them in the right way, giving them words of wisdom, or just helping them on their own journey, like that means a lot because we don't even get that nowadays. You know what I mean? So it'd be like, I just say this to say, man, try to be the light in people's days, especially when they are of your same ethnic group, and especially when you know what we've been through, I should say. And another thing I want to talk about is like how they say like we come from slaves, and things and they're trying to put this propaganda in this image of how we've all been slaves. Like we been in America even before slavery. They try to say we was brought over here from a slave ship called Jesus. I think some people in our demographic or of our ethnic group did have ancestors of slaves, of course. But all of us weren't slaves and all of us weren't brought over here from Africa. Some of us are native to America. We are the real native Americans, you know what I mean? Before Christopher Columbus, before all that shit they be lying about. Before all that shit they try to tell us about ourselves and about slavery and about our identity and stuff like that. We were the first kings and queens on this earth. We were the first gods and goddesses of this earth, you know what I mean? And when you think about it, it's like the reason the ancient Egyptians was able to build the pyramids and things of that nature because they had pure water. They didn't had the toxins in their food that we got. You know what I mean? Things that they had weren't genetically modified. They were more natural people. So since they were more natural people, they was able to use the specific tools around them to properly build because they were in a more natural environment and they were a more natural people. So they brain operated in a more harmonious way with the things and the items around them. So, because when you think about it, it's like when you live in a natural environment and when you eat from the trees, you grab the fruit off the tree and it's natural. There ain't no pesticides, no chemicals, no GMO fruit, no none of that. Is it help make your brain operate at its optimum level. So when your brain operate at its optimum level, you can connect to the universe, or you can connect to that the most high, or the highest consciousness. So you can receive the answers you need from the cosmos. Because we are universal beings just having a human experience. So with that understanding, with that level of understanding, you're able to harmonize with the things in your environment, so you can build um, things that are in your environment. So that's why it's important to stay healthy and have a lighter body and eat healthy and things of that nature, so you can continue to not compromise your soul, and so you can continue to stay one with God. Because there's a thing, like, a lot of people believe in this fairy tale God or pray to this false God, but it's like it's more so about having the most highest conscience, the most highest thought process, the cleanest soul, the most pure soul. So, and and once you learn your lessons on this earth and in this life, when you die, or when you pass away, or when your soul transcends to the high ethers, you won't reincarnate back into this body. That's why it's important, as you navigate this life, it's important to you know um eat healthy. It's important to be a kind person. It's important to do right by your people. So whenever you pass on, and whenever you pass away in your soul, in your body, you can transcend and to the high ethers and stay up there in the high ethers and not reincarnate in this physical earth to do it over again, because you did the good deeds and the deeds you needed to do while you on this earth as a soul being. You know what I mean? The physical is like, it's a false reality. Anybody can, alter the physical or build materials, or build things, from their mind to create the physical reality. But the true and the actuality, the true and actual aspect of being is your soul and your connection to the universe, or your connection to the cosmos. That's the real you. Your soul, what's inside of you that gives you this expression in the physical reality, is your soul and your connection to the universe or the cosmos. You know what I mean? And when you think about it, it's like, think about it like this. You got cosmetology that deal with the hair, that deal with head, and then you got cosmos. So that right there just lets you know it's all in the mind. Cosmos, cosmetology, same thing. It's like the cosmos, um, the cosmos deal with is a direct conduit, or a direct connection to your pineal gland. That's how the ancient Egyptians were so powerful. They understood the power of the pineal gland. They understood the power of the mind. So they had spiritual practices. They ate the proper foods and, drunk water and things of that nature. And they had a better, healthy environment, so they can protect their mind, and so they can have a healthier expression of the mind, so they can connect to the higher source, or so they can connect to the cosmos. You know what I mean? And yeah, and then when you think about it, it's like, when you think about that's how we're and this is no, I'm not racist, I'm just speaking facts. And this is I'm not racist, I'm not putting no other ethnic group down, I'm not talking down on no other ethnic group, but I'm about to go in speaking of facts, you know what I mean? Because that's what it's all about, speaking of facts, speaking the truth. You know what I mean? So other people can wake up and realize why they're on this earth. So other people can wake up and realize their truth. Because when you speak the truth, they're gonna wake up and realize their truth. And see, one thing about me is, like, when I speak about things, I might go into other things or other forms of thought process, because that's how we are, as etheric beings, or as Nubians, we multidimensional. So it'd be like one thought can lead to a multitude of different thoughts. You know what I mean? Because that's just how our brain operates. That's how our brain works. Because we universal beings. So when you're a universal being, you encompass different thought process, different thought processes into your being, and you express yourself in many different ways. And your level of expressions can go monumental ways because you're a universal being having a human experience. And what I was basically saying is like when you think about Mexicans, Arabians, Caucasians, Puerto Ricans, all these other different ethnic groups. Um, like us, like when we get afros, we get locks and things of that nature, and our hair. Um, that's why like when we get locks and afros and stuff like that, it goes to the sky like a tree, like some tree leaves or like some tree branches. It goes to the sky because it's defying gravity. Our hair naturally defies gravity, like the planets and stars in outer space. You see how the planets and stars sit up in the universe and it don't move. It defies gravity, just like our hair. And that'll let you know as Nubians or as black people or as African or as Native American that we're connected to a higher source because our hair naturally defy gravity. You see that? Like if I let my hair down, like the follicles on my hair go sit up. It's like a it's like a electric conductor. You know what I mean? It's like a conductor of electricity. You know what I mean? Because we etheric beings. So the fact that we etheric beings, we also have an electrical charge. And in order for you to be energized and charged the correct way, you got to put the correct things into your body. That's why it's important to drink alkaline water or to eat your fruits and to eat your salad. Eat your greens. Just eat healthy. You know what I mean? So you can operate at your optimum level as a etheric being or as a universal being, you know? So yeah, but back to digress to the beginning of the topic. The beginning of the topic. I wish I could edit these videos. Like I could edit them, but it'd be like when I did all that, I would have, put my little own spin on the beginning. Like you feel me? I would have put some remix in there. But I'm just now getting started on YouTube and just now starting to upload my thoughts, the thoughts I be having and stuff like that, how I think and things of that nature on YouTube. So I'm still new with everything. So for right now, since I'm fairly new with it, all you gonna get right now is probably me, talking, doing vlogs and stuff like that till I actually get everything set up to do a podcast and stuff like that. So it's what you're getting for now. But yeah, back to what I was talking about. It's just like black people, it's just so fucking sad. Like it sometimes it make my soul hurt, you know what I mean? Like just knowing what I know at such an early age. And it's like black people still ain't caught on. We had people like Tupac, we had people like Martin Luther King, we had people like Malcolm X, Dr. Malik Hazy York. Dr. Malik Hazy York wrote over 1,000 books, 2,000 plus books, built a civilization in Eatonton, Georgia called Tamaray. You know what I mean? And as y'all all know, you know, I'm a student of the teaching as well. I got a lot of his books. The actual facts, the pot to rocks. I got a couple of Dr. Malik Hazy York books, and you know, I like the teaching and the doctrine and things of that nature of the Wusabat Nation. Original name for the Wusabat Nation was Nuwapian Nation. Now they changed it to Wusabat. But but I also like the military aspect of the FOI, the Nation of Islam. But the FOI is the military aspect of the Nation of Islam. That's the military sector of the Nation of Islam. The FOI. I like the FOI disciplinary practice and military practice, but I like the Wu Sabat or the Nawapian Nation doctrine, the books and the things he speak about as who we are, on a scientific level as Nubians. I love the Wusabat and Nuwapian doctrine, everything he talk about like with our extraterrestrial ancestors or our Natharu or how should I put this, the overseers that's overwatching us and making sure we stand in line or stand in balancement, with the earth and the cosmos and things of that nature. But what I'm basically saying is like it just be sad that, to see my people, go through all the things we go through. Like, and it's a solution to it, but we ain't gonna be able to find no solution if we don't know how to get along. Like, and then we gotta also understand the plight of our struggle. You know what I mean? It ain't just wake up and just, it's gonna change. Like, it ain't no fairy tale. This ain't no movie. Like, that's really real. But I feel like in order for us to really make a change, we gotta view each other in the right way. You know what I mean? We gotta be more kind and more courteous of each other, and then it'll be a change. But in order for you to see a change, you gotta have that change within yourself. That's why me, don't get me wrong, like I see a lot of people on some bullshit, on some negative shit, on some thinking they all tough shit or just ignorant. I see a lot of people out here just on some ignorant shit. But in order for me to see the change, I gotta be the change within myself. So I see everybody on some ignorant shit and everybody on some bullshit. It's like I gotta be the change I want to see in order for things in my environment or the people I come in contact to, um, so they can change their ways. I should say, or so I can be a conduit, or so I can be a light, so they can know how to change their ways, or be inspired by how I carry myself, or what I do, or what I be on, so they can change their ways to be you know, to be more upright and upstanding and outstanding Nubian or outstanding black person, whichever you call yourself. Because we got Moors, Native Americans, we got a lot of different things that we call ourselves, but you get what I'm saying though. Um, and that's the thing about like a lot of people. They want to change in their life, but you can't have a change in your life being the same type of person. You have to change the type of person you are so you can see an actual change in your life. When you change and become a more better person, more outgoing person, not even more outgoing person, but when you have an outlook for your people the right way, and when you have a better internal look of yourself, you're gonna know how to treat other black people, and it's gonna simultaneously change your life as well for the better, or it's gonna help with your outlook so you can make a change in your life. And the fact that I got this self-respect, I got this self-value, I look at myself in the correct manner. It's like I save myself from the bullshit ways of the world that everybody else attracted to, or that everybody else get involved with. I change. You know, I don't get caught up in those negative ways of the world because I got a different self-value system and I got a different type of respect or value for my people. So you know what I mean? So I only go in crowds or go around people that's basically on what I'm on. Basically, I have to be more positive or got a more positive outlook on life. Everybody ain't got a more positive outlook on life, but I just like to be around people that see life in a better manner versus seeing life from the way we've been taught and conditioned by the news, the media, and things of that nature. Um, but yeah, though, man, it's like if you want your life to change for the better, you just gotta be a better person. You gotta be a better being. You know what I mean? You gotta learn about the spiritual you, learn about the universal you. You know what I mean? Meditate, eat right. You know what I mean? So you can clean your soul up, so you can be a light for other people, so they can know how to navigate this life the correct way, so they don't go down a negative path and
let themselves go and crash and burn in this life, because it's easy to crash and burn in this life when you've been conditioned to destroy yourself by media and the music and things of that nature. It's easy to destroy yourself when you've been conditioned to destroy yourself at a young age. You know what I mean? And it's like we've been through a lot, but let that what you've been through as a child or just growing up and just just like what you've been through in life, allow that to be your fuel to become a better person or to be a better person to the people you meet. Cause we all going through something. You know what I mean? Like we all going through something. A lot of people like to sit up here on YouTube, talk about what they know, talk about all this other shit. But me, I be trying to come from a more genuine place, you know, a more heart to heart place or a mind to mind place, you know what I mean? So people can see that not everybody just out here trying to con and make it seem like better than everybody else. It's a lot of people that really genuinely won't change out here, and I'm just one of those people. That's why I express myself the way I do. You know, a lot of these motherfuckers get on here talking on these panels like um just saying hella bullshit like they just know it all. Like, you know, I don't know it all, you know, but I try to be the vessel and the light for people's day so they can express themselves in the right way, so they can be the change they want to see. You know what I mean? So, because people notice light, you know what I mean? They notice light and they want to change for the better. You know, so yeah. What else I gotta say? Yeah, and like the reason like other ethnic groups have gotten so far is because they mastered the skill of they mastered interpersonal skills at a young age, like basically skills how to get along with each other. You know, interpersonal skill is like basically doing the inner works of yourself so you can be a good personal person for other people. You know, so that's why like a lot of ethnic groups able to build the way they do because they know how to get along. You know what I mean? They know how to get along and respect each other. But I think, you know, a byproduct of that because they haven't been taught wrong about themselves how we've been taught wrong about themselves. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just basically saying like the reason they know how to get along with each other is because they've been given you know, proper images of themselves from young life to adult life. You know what I mean? So in order for our narrative to change, we gotta get more involved in things, or we gotta watch things that help with our self image, that give us a good self identity. That's why I came up with the original God's clothing brand or original God's brand. So it can help with our self identity. You know how we call our older guys like our people or older men OGs as in original gangsters. I wanted to put my own positive spin on it and transcend it and call us original gods. And on the back of the shirts, it say we create our own reality because we do create our own reality by way of our mentality, and we get the right mentality, we gonna be able to create the correct reality. But we can't create a correct reality if we don't have the right mentality. You know what I mean? So instead of original gangsters as in OGs, I wanted to put my own spin on it and, you know, transcend it to original gods. You know what I mean? So yeah. So we ain't gangsters, we gods, you know. And since Africans or Nubians or Native Americans, we were the first people to circumnavigate the earth, or we were the first people on this earth. The concept of God truly come from us. So if the concept of God truly come from us and we're the first people to inhabit the earth, we gotta be the original gods. You know what I mean? But you know the brand is universal, so anybody can rock the original God's brand. You know, I don't want y'all to think it's only for black people. Anybody can rock the original God's brand because anybody can create their own reality by way of their mentality. Um, Anybody can create their own reality by way of their mentality. So you can be an original God as well, you know. But but the African is the true, or the black person, or the Nubian is the true original God because the God concept comes from us. But yeah, though, man, It's been a long day, man. It's been a long day, man. You just been busy working, working on a brand, just, doing what I do best, man. Just trying to wake up my people and just working on a brand and just getting my name out here. But man, you already know it's just, but check out Yaki Awakening, check out 19 Keys, Brother Ben X, Nation of Islam. Um, just giving y'all people that y'all can check out. That helped me enlighten me on my spiritual path for my journey. Oh yeah, but check for my men though. This for my brothers. Check out Thinking Man's Templar like on YouTube. Like when I go to his YouTube channel, it's like a real therapeutic session for my mind. Like it break down like the different things we go through as black men in society, and it's like when I listen to his videos or hear his messages and things of that nature, it helped me on my journey as well. So yeah, my brothers or even my sisters, if you want to learn like how black men think or what we really go through, check out Thinking Man's Templar. He break a lot of things down in his videos, and and he more so like he got one video on there where you could see him and he was going live, but on like his actual videos it's like voice recordings of him talking. So yeah, my favorite YouTube channel I probably done came across is Thinking Man's Templar. He cold. I'm not gonna lie, Thinking Man's Templar probably the coldest YouTube channel I done came across, but you could check out. But yeah, some other people you could check out. Derek Grace. Yeah, check out Dr. Malik has York videos too, man. Dr. Malik has York. He cold. They said he supposed to be getting out this year, so I hope the OG get out, man. That's gonna be it's gonna be everything we've been needing. But as a people, but yeah, man. I don't really got much else to talk about, man. I done talked about some things that's been on my mind. It's like it's a war on black men, them trying to emasculate black men. It's a war, trying to make women more masculine. They trying to switch the gender roles, but in order for us to have an actual solution, we got to keep those roles in balancement. And men got to be more masculine and feminine. I mean, or a woman got to be more feminine so we can maintain that balance. So we can come together and move in a harmonious way. That's why man and woman was put on this earth to create, balance, to come together and create balance. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. But yeah, man, Young Pharaoh, check out Young Pharaoh too, man. Like I ain't, Young Pharaoh seemed like he done went off the deep end a little bit, you know, he getting back to it. He's still working, still doing his thing, man. And I hope, everything get better for the brother. You know what I mean? Cause it's like we fight an internal war and also an external war. You know what I mean? It's like that ain't nobody safe from. You know what I mean? I see what young Pharaoh going through, but it's like, it's like, that's just things that may happen to us, in the society or in this world because there's a war against us. It's agenda against us, as y'all all know. So things like that happen. But much love and much prayers to the brother. Hope he figured everything out and hope he get better. And if he wanna reach out to me for assistance or anything of that nature, he can hit me up on Instagram. Y'all can hit me up on Instagram as well if y'all got any questions or want to know more about me, or if y'all having a bad day in y'all life, or y'all need some advice or whatever. Contact me on IG. If y'all want to talk about health, because I deal with health and wellness, I deal with spirituality. I got a couple trades under my belt, so if y'all want to talk and discuss about anything, I'm open to whatever. Or if y'all want to build a brand, or if y'all want to build a business, if y'all want to collab, contact me. I'm always willing to build with my people. And, yeah, I love us, man. I love us because the love runs deep for us, man. Because it's like all the shit we've been through. You know what I mean? Like all the fucking shit we've been through, man. Like for real. But I love y'all, man. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. on IG at King Mally 42. KINGMALY, the number 4 and the number 2. I'm gonna repeat it again. KINGMALY, the number 4 and the number 2. Yeah, tap in with me, y'all. Peace and love, gods and goddesses of the universe, and it ain't over till we win. And it ain't over till we win. Peace.